Yo, yo, yo.
Watch as soon as that screen pops up.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us? It's going to be a test for today, as if the mics work. If they don't, we're shutting it down. There'll be no more live streams for you guys ever again.
Or us.
Or us. I mean, it's not like there was before. All right. They're in the chat. They say they have mics today. Boy, Tom didn't believe.
And I'm hearing like a little echo.
That's because you're hearing my laptop.
Oh, okay.
I'll fix it.
As long as those at home don't hear it.
All right. So welcome in Nissan Part CC. I'm Russell. This is Tom.
What's up, everybody? Welcome.
Yeah, we're gonna we got a lot of stuff to talk about today.
Yes.
At 3:00, we have a Friday video going live. It's a little short one, showing you some stuff on Nissan Aria. I love Nissan Aria. I love it.
They're pretty cool.
All you haters can hate all you want.
One of these days, I'll get in the driver's seat and actually take it, 10, 15 yards forward in the parking lot.
I've tried to get Tom to take an Aria home so many times just to experience it. I think he's just scared.
No, I just feel obligated.
His finances are like, "Arr."
They'll be like, so you ready to buy? You ready to buy? I'm like, no, Russell just told me to take it home.
Yeah. It's fantastic. So if you're ever looking at EVs, go try one out.
There might be an EV in my wife's future, but I'm not sold on them yet. I think it's a fad. I think it's going to just blow over.
Not sure. So we've got a lot of Nissan news today. Tons of Nissan news. I've got a wonderful Wayback Machine price comparison I want to show you guys today that is going to knock the socks off of you.
To make you mad.
But yeah, we got some people here, and we have the one and only John Brown in the house right now.
JB?
That's our general manager.
Oh,
our
man.
general manager's in the chat. So if you guys will flag him for
I guess I can forget about all these demands.
inappropriate comments. So let's see here. I'm gonna hit the comments really quick,
Okay.
and then we'll jump into some of this stuff. Pro 4X Kev says I ordered the What the Truck Wednesday sweatshirt yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That should be coming to you. I don't have any in stock, so I'm drop shipping that from my manufacturer. But thank you.
Yes.
I wore mine the other day. I loved it. I thought it was great. I had to take it off because it got hot. Me and Tom were assembling a tent. So next Wednesday, we got a pretty cool video for you, Kev.
Yeah. I must say I'm pretty jelly of that sweatshirt.
We're going to get you one. We're going to get you one. All right. First, I want to talk about the Nissan Kicks.
Okay.
Tom is already mad about it. He said there's too many blind spots, even though he's never seen one in real life.
Well, I did look up a few pictures of them before we came in here, and they've completely changed the way the Kicks looks.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like it could be like the body for a future EV motor.
Yeah, so there's a shot of the Kicks there you see on your screen. I think it's nice looking. I'm not a fan of that red roof. I did take it into Photoshop and make it a black roof, and it looks a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to share it with you guys because I don't want to spend 2 hours making it actually look good and realistic. So
The side profile, which we don't have a picture of that, but the side profile's pretty. Oh yeah, we do.
don't have a
Wow.
picture of that. My guy, we got all the pictures.
What do you think of the way the trunk kind of bumps out there?
I don't mind it so much, but the thing that I do know is that you're going to lose a lot of cargo space up high with that back glass slanting in like that. But maybe that gives you more floor room.
Yeah.
That way.
Now look at the size of that C pillar, combined with the shape of the roof and the rear doors going up like that. I mean, what size is that back window? How does that look?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see when these things
In the flesh,
these things
but
show
that C
up.
pillar looks massive.
Yeah, and then the front end. And this is an SR. That's going to be the premium version. Kicks.
What's the name of that color again? That battleship gray color?
Boulder gray?
Boulder gray. Yeah.
Yeah, so the new Kicks has a new 141 horsepower 2-liter inline 4. And what else does it have that's significant?
This is what I was excited about. 2025 Kicks all-wheel drive.
Yeah. That's awesome. I think that'll be a big selling point, especially in our market.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you live in the Northwest, you kind of need that.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of information on this thing online, but one of the things I noticed, and I didn't print it out or write it down, but one of the things I noticed is if you get an SR with a premium package and you get the Bose sound system, you get all the bells and whistles. I don't know if there's really anything else you need. Panoramic roof. This is not the same Kicks as we have now.
Right.
It's definitely a nice one. This is like a little Rogue.
Yeah, and they're saying that the body on it's going to be larger than the existing Kicks.
Right. Yeah. Zero gravity seats. That's a great feature. That comfy. That's what that means.
Have you sat in those?
Yeah.
What other vehicle has them?
A lot of them. Aria has it. I think, just about most of the popular vehicles have it. I don't have that in front of me.
And how would you describe it? How would you sell zero gravity seats to somebody?
NASA developed it.
Like have you ever sat in a space shuttle? It's like that.
Just like that. Just like a simulation. Let's see here. I've got so much stuff. Let's jump into the QX80.
Okay.
Nissan just announced and released some, a real press release on the 2025 QX80. The top of the line, $110,000, $110,995.
I've got 112,000.
Whatever, taxes and fees and delivery and whatever else they're going to charge you.
Now, I got a question for you. Who is buying a $112,000 car?
Infinity owners.
Infinity owners?
Yeah, they'll buy it. Let's see here. So one of the things that I think this is the coolest thing about it. Now, if you get up to so the next notch down is the Century edition.
Mm-hmm.
And it has biometric cooling. Do you know what biometric cooling is? This could have been the quiz question this week, but I didn't make it the quiz question. And I was 100% not ready for the explanation of what this is.
It reads your body temp and adjusts.
You looked it up.
No,
right?
I didn't.
Yeah. So there's infrared sensors in the headliner that read your passenger's temperature. So if your passengers heat up too much, it'll automatically adjust their temperature to cool them back down. That way the driver can focus on driving, which is really neat.
Interesting.
I mean, maybe something that nobody asked for, but really cool. I like.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Biometrics.
Another feature is you get individual audio. Now, I did not look into this one too much, but my guess is that maybe the passengers in the third row can adjust the speakers, turn them down if they're too loud.
Okay.
What do you think?
What's the name of it again?
Individual audio.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to simplify it. Yeah, it could be individual volume control depending on where you're sitting.
Yeah.
But Could it possibly be that people can listen to different things
Well, I don't know.
through like AirPods or whatever those things are called?
Maybe. Massaging front seats. Now, on the Autograph edition, which is the top of the line, you get the ProPilot Assist 2.1, it says. So that's basically the same thing that comes out in the Platinum Aria that will drive itself and do all that fancy stuff, which is great. I love it. Second row has massaging seats. Second row console has touchscreen HVAC controls. Front console cooling box. So basically, it's going to blow cold air from your HVAC into the console to keep drinks cold.
Drinks cold, nice.
In-car camera. Let's see here. Yeah, you get heated seats throughout. 3 rows of heated seats, which I think is pretty cool. What else you got on this thing? I know that we shared.
I was just kind of blown away by the price.
Yeah. It's got a VR35 DDTT 9-speed automatic transmission, 450 horsepower.
Yeah, the V8's gone.
Yeah, V8's gone, which is, it might be a good thing, gas mileage wise. And you know what I didn't do? I didn't throw up any photos of this thing.
Well, let's check it out right now.
Do
you have any photos?
Guys. I do. Very sorry about that. But look at this thing. I think it's a nice looking vehicle. Yeah. One of the big things about, the QX80 and the Armada is they are huge.
But this redesigned body, it does not look like it's overweight.
No. And I think the back of it looks really cool. LED taillights all the way across the tailgate. And I think that I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see what the Armada looks like, what they will change on the Armada. And that's probably, that's sort of the main reason why we're talking about this, is because this is going to be the Armada sooner than later.
Yeah, 2-3 years maybe.
But, I mean, this thing is packed full of $112,000 worth of features. And I just don't know. I'm like you, though. Who is buying it?
Let's have a look at the interior. I want to see those headrests again.
I don't have a photo of the front headrest. But the front headrest have like a surround, like a speaker surround. It's got 24 speakers, a Klipsch sound system. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to get used to do more one thing here.
Spinning many plates there.
So you read these comments, and if somebody says something that we need to jump into right now,
all right, let me get a look to you.
Let me know, and we'll do that.
Ninja Tricks says 110% price increase on popular parts. What's up with that? Well, you'd have to be a little bit more specific so we know what you're talking about, and then we can see if it is 110%. Then we can see why it's 110%.
Yeah, and the price increase I talked about at the beginning is much more than that, so be prepared. Nick Domster says it needs to come with a butler at that price. I agree.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Here's something cool. R35. The R35 is going away. They're finally going to sail it away, see it off, Viking funeral. And they've got 2 special editions coming. They have a T-Spec Takumi edition, which pays homage to the Takumi master craftspeople responsible for hand assembling the VR38 DETT. And then they have a GTR Skyline edition. These photos have nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I'm just showing you some of the photos Nissan released of the R35. One of the cool things is you get this gold VIN plate.
Wow.
Pretty neat. Get gold engine cover. Now, my favorite part, not going to lie, is on the Skyline edition, you can get a Sora blue interior. And I have never needed to sit inside a cabin of a car as much as I do with this blue interior, because I think it's super cool. I love it. I
like the way that dash looks.
Yeah, I wouldn't think I'd like blue interior very much, but when we had that Z with the blue interior and it was really bright blue, I didn't think I would like that, but driving around in it, it's pretty awesome.
Now, I did read online somewhere that they're saying that this would be possibly the last
Sorry about that, guys.
last gas motored GTR.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, they're going to go electric on the GTR.
Yeah. Let's see here. Nick, I don't think that Nissan's going to sell that gold VIN plate. 100%. Though it will come out on the cars, and they will not offer it after that. I can guarantee you. JB the GM, that's his new name. JB the GM says, "I do like the Aria blue interior. Yes, it is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's very nice.
I think that it's neat that blue interiors have kind of like re-emerged.
Mm-hmm.
They're back from the 80s, guys.
You know, my Pathfinder has a blue leather interior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. My El Camino had blue interior, velvet interior.
Very nice. Very nice.
I want to make that clear. Velvet. Now here, let's jump into. This is probably my favorite image. I'm going to throw up all day.
Did you make this one, Russell?
I did. I made this. So I don't know if you guys saw the news. This is old or the news. This is from last week. Now Honda and Nissan are working together to start feasibility studies of strategic partnership, basically looking to create carbon neutrality and zero traffic accident fatalities, which I like the second one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's great. I think that, if we keep making the cars safer, I think it is really neat that Honda and Nissan are joining forces on some stuff.
Yeah.
But they're basically just trying to, put their heads together. And it's probably Honda leaning more so on Nissan than Nissan leaning on Honda as far as EVs go.
Yeah, I would think so.
Nissan's sort of the pioneers, right?
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. With
as
the
far
Leap.
as affordability.
Yeah.
Mass-produced EVs.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see here. See if I can get back to the comments. All right. What else you got over there?
Let's see here. So we talked about the Kicks. Okay, the Titan, the Nissan Titan.
Yeah.
2024 is the last year for the Nissan Titan. It will not be around in 2025.
Yeah.
The reason that they are discontinuing the Titan is because of sales.
Yeah.
Not enough numbers. And the good news is the assembly plant for the Titans is being turned over to EV production.
Not to rub a little dirt in the wound.
Right. But yeah, that it is what it is. And Nissan's going to go heavy into EV. There's some regulations coming up. 2026 is going to be a big year for EV production.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not going to be a fad like I thought it was.
Yeah, I don't think it is. But so to talk about pricing, we've talked about in many of our videos about how the prices on parts have gone up. We've recommended, hey, buy this, buy that. Like the price is going to go up. We got that feeling, and we're never wrong.
I haven't been wrong since the late 80s.
Since day one. So Tom pointed out to me the other day that the 180SX bumper light, so the clear drive light,
rectangular driving light. Yeah.
The price on those went way up. So MSRP on that light, one of them is $342 now. $342 for a little light.
Right.
Usually you won't hear the parts guys say that that's crazy, but that's crazy.
The 180SX, S13 stuff, he's been getting crazy for a while now.
It just keeps going up?
Yeah.
So
2019, I think.
So 180SX front bumper kit, I printed off one from 2017. The whole kit, shipping and all. Shipping prices were lower, parts prices were lower.
Where was this shipped to, though?
It was shipped to Maine. Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, yeah.
Sorry, I don't know my states. $661.
For the whole kit shipped.
Shipping, kit, parts, all the stuff. Out there stunting with that 180 front end on a budget.
2017? Okay.
Fast forward to 2024. This month, actually. $2,399. $324. Now, and this is with us offering incredible pricing site-wide, and we really are. That's not a joke. That's not us putting it out there. That's us saying that, we're really making the bottom line on the profit side of things for us because we're trying to help everybody out.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wonder what Nissan is doing. Could their production costs have gone up that much? I don't see how it could.
I think it's a matter of we could phase this stuff out, but let's see how high we can go before it breaks.
Right.
How many pieces of straw can we stack on this camel before it's back breaks?
Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to kill off that part of the enthusiast hobby.
Yeah. I would love to know if we have anyone from Nissan corporate who is willing to have an off the record conversation that knows why the prices are going the way they are. Hit me and Tom up.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
We won't tell anyone. We will tell everybody here, but we won't mention your name. But yeah, that's just the way things are. I mean, we could talk about prices of things all day long.
Mm-hmm.
All day long. So let's jump into these comments. Pro4X Kev says EV not for me. And then also says, do the prices go up because the parts are getting more scarce? Actually, quite the opposite happened. Speaking about the 180SX parts, because that's one of the things that we sell lots of. So it's really like in front of us all day long. The parts got easier to obtain and the prices went up. And maybe that's them saying, hey, if you guys want this stuff to be accessible, the prices are going to go up. Japan gets a cut. The U.S. gets a cut. The dealer gets a cut. It's just do.
Well, you've made the point a few times previously in other videos about how instead of yanking the prices up really high on certain weird oddball parts, pieces for certain cars, why not just raise the price across the board on every part, and then that way certain parts don't need to get marked up,
right?
4 times what they normally were.
Well, when I started here in 2007, I was probably here 6, 7, 8 months, somewhere like that. And Nissan, I remember they sent out this big bulletin. They don't do this anymore. It just happens. But they send out a bulletin and they said, we're going to raise the price. The cost on every single Nissan part is going to go up from 1% to 3%.
Mm-hmm.
And while, those numbers really add up on expensive parts, you could swallow it. It wasn't that big of a deal. It wasn't gonna, put you in the hole when a customer hits you up 2 days later and wants to buy a part, and now all of a sudden it's twice as much and they don't understand why. Mm-hmm. When it's $1 more, nobody's gonna question it. You can even give them the same deal you offered them the day before, and it's not a big deal. But yeah. S. James says he just bought a 180 kit. By the way, the emblem that comes with the 180 bumper kit doesn't quite fit the indent of the bumper. Grab a 62-890 31U off the shelf and check fit. It perfectly fits the 180 bumper indent. I got something fuzzy going on here. We'll have to check that out, because when we first started using those, the emblems that we sell for the 180, dude, we ordered in and tried so many emblems and never could come up with one. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna write down that part number, and when we're done in here, I'll see if we have one, and we'll try it. Kev says, Russell, congrats on 17 years at Nissan. That's crazy. 17 years. Yeah, it'll be 17 years in June.
You started here when you were, 11 years old or something like that?
7.5.
7.5?
7.5.
Sweeping floors.
Yeah, making it happen.
Cleaning toilets.
That's
17 years later, look at him. Bossing everybody
watching
around.
Prices go up. So,
what else have I got? Oh, if you didn't watch last Wednesday, was it last Wednesday where we asked people for submissions on the What the Truck video to submit photos of your Nissan or Datsun pickup truck, 4x4, whatever you happen to have. As long as it fits that truck crossover SUV thing. Russell and I were going to review the photos, and then we were going to pick a winner for the rig that we thought was the coolest. Doesn't need to be the most.
Oh, we don't care.
fancy. We don't even want to see if it's got a rooftop tent on it. We don't want to see that kind of stuff. We just want to see your cool daily driver, trail rig, gets me to work, gets me to school,
Gets me in the woods.
whatever it
Out.
is. We want to see it.
Yeah. Tom showed me a couple photos that he's already received, and but it's funny the contrast, old and new, old
Right.
and new.
Old and
It's-
new. We did get a third one in.
Okay.
It's a hard body
Okay.
that is immaculate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really nice. Got a camper shell in there that's painted the same color. It's got
That's
the
cool.
kind of sparkly swoosh on the
I
side.
love that.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I'm gonna use that picture as my background on my work computers now because it looks so good.
Yeah, send us those photos, and yeah, we'll put them to good use. You guys just wait and see. Photoshop all sorts of stuff in them. Put you on Mars. Yeah. So we got a little quiz giveaway, and what'd you say we were going to be giving away?
The winner of this quiz can take their pick of any of the Nissan Part CC flags/banners. So it could be the one you see behind us. We also have the one that's the Nismo off-road one that kind of has the topographical map on there.
Yeah, and we also have a What the Truck Wednesday flag coming. We haven't even seen it yet, so when we get it, we'll show it to you guys. But I got a question for y'all. And the first person who can answer this in the comments and answer it correctly, you got to answer it correctly. Don't be messing around.
No, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah, so I'm trying to find my notes here. So yeah, Nissan Attesa. I'm not even gonna say what Attesa is, but I want to know what Attesa means. Is it acronym? When the letters of something ATTE?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Attesa is an acronym. Spell it out for us. I'll put it up on the screen just in case you don't know what we're talking about.
All-terrain truck, extra, super awesome.
That's close.
That's my guess.
That's pretty close. Attesa. I pronounced it wrong. Attesa. Red Sylvia, thank you. Coming through again this week. That's all right. I usually don't pronounce things. I make, okay, Nick Domster. Nice job. You won. So the first vehicle to have Attesa was 87 Bluebird, and I absolutely love this car. 80s, 90s cars like this, I think they're so cool. This would have been probably a blast to drive around. It had an Attesa emblem on the side. But yeah, Nick Domster, you got it right. Advanced total traction engineering system for all terrains.
Did you know that, Nick, or did you ask Alexa?
Oh, he knew. He
did.
I knew. I figured he'd get it right. Yeah, so Nissan had some advanced versions of the Attesa. They had in the R32 GTR, they had a torque distribution set up in that, and then in the R33 Spec V, it had all that plus an electronic controlled rear LSD. I'm trying to remember. I feel like I know that we've sold some of the hydraulic pumps, those little reservoirs. You remember that when we had one of those come through for a customer?
It's been years, I think.
Yeah. But that's a pretty cool system. I know DJ knows a lot about it. He's told me about it. He'll just talk about it. Talk about it for a long time because he knows so much about it.
Yeah, he does. He's the encyclopedia of all things Nissan, JDM related.
Nick Domster says the real answer is obnoxious acronym for traction control.
Yeah, pretty much. I like my one better.
I mean, yeah, I think that, sometimes companies come out with a fancy thing and they want to put their brand on it and make people want it, and let's go. What would our brand name be?
For what?
We need a name for our Friday Live.
Tailpipes.
Tailpipes.
Oh, you don't want an acronym?
Oh, it could be an acronym too. I don't care. Like we could do you guys if you guys come up with a name, if you guys come up with a name for our live stream, you're pretty awesome in my book.
Nick, did you pick out a flag that you want?
Yeah, tell us what flag you want. What the Nissan Friday?
That might have to be it. Write that down. That's pretty good.
That one, I don't know. What the Nissan Friday? What do you guys think about the What the Truck Wednesday logo? Do y'all like that? I think it's pretty cool. I love it. I like the animation, all the cool
Are you
stuff.
still doing the like the chirpy birds and the bubbling?
That's it.
Yeah, I like
that's
that.
it. That's
I like
it.
that.
That's going to
Very
be it.
peaceful.
That's the vibe. That's I think that's what we're going for. Get in your truck, get outdoors. We both like being outdoors.
Get chased by a bear.
Yes. Hopefully get chased by a bear. Don't want to be chased by a cougar. A bear would be better, I think. Black bear, not a grizzly.
That's one of my biggest fears. Is a cougar.
Yeah.
Or a bear.
Yeah. Well, the black bears around here are pretty shy. But if you come across a cougar,
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't want to come across any of them.
I'm scared of a.
And you trail run.
Yeah.
So if anybody's going to see one, it's going to be you.
So yeah, I'll tell you, my my middle child, Ephraim, told me last night that he said, some dads have dad lore, and you don't have dad lore. And I said, what is dad lore? And he was like, well, some fathers have stories they can tell. And I was like, I got plenty of stories to tell. And he's like, no. Yeah. I was like, you stay in your bedroom playing Roblox and all the games. You don't hang out with me and talk to me. And so I'm going to dip into the dad lore right now. So me and my buddy David went out to the Olympics, and we did a 54-mile run. 54 miles, guys. I'll say that several times.
How long did that take you?
It took us like 15 or 16 hours, I think. Something like that. It was a long day, and we took breaks, and it was sun up to sundown. We definitely finished in the dark.
Did you take food with you?
Yeah.
What did you eat that day? Bananas?
Cliff
Cliff bars?
Dude, I don't remember what I took.
Gels?
I don't remember. Definitely some gels, but I can't eat gels all day.
No.
You'd be blowing out your rear end, your differential. But anyway, so we're out in the woods, and we're probably 26, 30 miles away from civilization, out in the middle of nowhere. And if you've never been deep in the Olympics, or really deep in the Northwest where there's nothing around for miles, old growth trees, down trees everywhere. It's everything you see in a movie. It's also very quiet. And when you stop to fill up your water reservoir at a creek crossing or a river crossing, and everything's quiet, and you're like, there's something in a tree watching me right now, I'm sure, because there's something got to be watching you, right? Yeah. There's something looking at you, and you just hope it's not a cougar. And that's a scary, you get that chill of ugh, got to get out of here.
That's your dad lore story?
That's it. What do you got? Go.
Well,
I know. I've heard some stories from you.
It's got nothing to do with the great outdoors.
All right.
I don't think I should tell my story about the Russian.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they're ready for a Russian mafia story.
Yeah. Nick Domster says, Ultraman, if you trip out to New York, I'll do the 100 Virgil Crest with you. I'm not running 100 miles. I'm backed off my mileage. I'm actually going to be doing, the only race I'm signed up for right now is this summer. It's 2.5 miles, 2,500 feet. It's basically
just a sprint?
Up a mountain.
Basically a sprint.
Death sprint, pretty much. It's going to be terrible.
I challenged Russell to a sprint in the back lot here a couple of years ago, and he declined. I think he was afraid to get beat.
Well, I was afraid to pull a hammy. Pro 48 Skev says, I rode dirt bikes at Capitol Forest years ago. Yeah, I mean, we can see Capitol Forest from the parking lot. I go out there running all the time. It's huge. I did a 50-mile race out in Capitol Forest. I didn't realize there was even 50 miles, but I think there's 200-something miles of trail out there.
I don't doubt it.
Total.
I don't doubt it. I watch these videos on YouTube of these guys that go off solo, like in Oregon and Washington State. And it's like, man, that looks so cool. I really want to do that. And then I think, well, what's going to happen if you go out there by yourself and something happens, right? You're going to have to walk. You're going to have to walk back to wherever you're going to go or wherever you need to get to go. And my luck, it would be I'd be face to face with a bear or a cougar. What else do they have up there?
Where at? Where are you talking?
Just Capitol Forest.
Bobcats. I've
They're pretty
had
small though. I think I could take a bobcat.
bobcats are aggressive. They will get after you, especially if they got little ones.
Yeah, but
There's
they're
a.
only like knee high. I'd fight a bobcat.
Have you ever fought a house cat?
Yeah, I have.
They will mess you up.
Not the one that I fought.
Okay.
Took him out.
Oh man. Yeah, years ago there was a local trail runner that was trail running out there, and I guess he saw a cub, and then all of a sudden a adult was getting after him. He said he,
Yikes.
got away from it, but yeah, I would not want to tangle with one of them things. I bet they got big poles.
Yeah,
I've never seen one in real life.
I have.
Seen lots of coyotes.
Oh yeah, coyotes.
Yeah, we got coyotes. I see coyotes in my neighborhood quite often. Be running to work and there'll be a coyote walking across the road, and it's like, ew. They ain't gonna mess with you though. They're
Even
pretty.
a deer though.
Oh yeah, we
The
get
would be
deer.
pretty scary.
Deer, black-tailed deer. Yeah, we got deer.
Now,
Elk.
the other day, my son, we were talking about dangerous animals, and he was like, "Well, what's dangerous in Scotland? Because that's where I'm from." And I said, "I don't know what the most dangerous animal is in Scotland."
The
So
ladies.
maybe. No, actually, it's not. So we asked Alexa,
Okay.
"What is the most dangerous animal in the United Kingdom as far as killing people?" And the number one most dangerous animal in the United Kingdom is a cow.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. I thought you were gonna say humans.
Well, I mean, probably. I don't know. I think more people get killed by cows than other people in the UK, but that may change.
How does that work out?
Just you get stomped.
Me and my wife both are slightly addicted to hoof doctors on TikTok.
Mm.
That is like the most relaxing thing to watch is the guys fix cow hooves. You just check it out, dude. I'm serious
It
right
sounds
now.
better than watching like Dr. Zip Popper or something like
Oh, that's gross. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
that. Anyway, what have we got going on? We're kind of going off on a weird tangent here.
That's fine. We need to fill the time,
We do.
People are here. Chucky Sands just showed up. What's going on, fellas? Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too. It is Friday. I'm so glad it's Friday. I thought mosquitoes killed the most humans. Oh, they probably do
Yeah, they're
worldwide.
actually very dangerous
Yeah, worldwide, I would say.
for
'Cause
the number
especially,
of deaths.
yeah, you get in like impoverished areas and things like that. They have really bad mosquito problems. And I think that's where the numbers really tick
Yeah.
up because they don't have the healthcare systems and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Ooh, I don't like that. Gross. I hate mosquitoes. Luckily, we don't have a huge issue of mosquitoes here, but if you get near water
Mhm.
during summertime, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah, what else you guys want to talk about? Let's go. We're running out of stuff to talk about now. We've been going for 40 minutes straight pretty good here. I'm proud of us.
Here's something I did last weekend, if you guys are interested. I took my Pathfinder out with my family, went on a 400-mile round trip, big loop around the southwestern part of the state. It was kind of a, what do they call that when you you want to work out all the bugs or see if there's anything going to happen? Shakedown.
Shakedown.
Yeah, it was a shakedown trip. And I tricked my family into going because I wanted to see if the Pathfinder needed anything before I started going off-roading in it. And I need new shocks, new rear shocks. So I picked those up. So I'm going to do a video of replacing the rear shocks on my Pathfinder. And I've got another video that I want to show everybody. We'll do this on a What the Truck. I ordered every single cooling hose for my Pathfinder. And I had to go to 3 different sources to get all the hoses that I needed.
Wow. What a pain.
Well, it was fine. I mean, because I'm always saying stockpile parts,
Yeah.
stockpile parts. So this is what you'll see this video that we put together. It's what I had to do, where I had to go to get all the hoses in case I ever need a cooling system hose for the Pathfinder.
Nice.
And the hoses are going to blow. And the
Oh, yeah.
heater hoses, the little small hoses, those are the ones that'll give you grief because if you can't find them in the aftermarket, you want to try and get them now while you can.
Yeah, me and Tom have been brainstorming some. We've kind of gotten ahead on making videos and getting them up ready to go for you guys. So it gives us a little bit of flexibility to do some creative stuff. And we were talking about one of our ideas is to compare a Frontier, apples to apples, same model, trim, everything, to like a Tacoma or a Ranger and things like that. So we're going to look in the used car lot, try to find the newest things we can and try to compare it and just dog that other truck.
Well, we'll give it a fair shake.
We will. We
right?
will.
We'll do a good job comparing.
Yeah. S. James says Z32 parts. Yeah, I mean, just let us know what you want. Shoot us an email, DM me on Instagram, post a message here, whatever. And we'll look for what you need. Oscar says, I need something to fix my check engine light. It ain't O2 sensors. I believe it's the vent thing on top of the gas tank. Any links to parts? Oscar, shoot us an email.
With your VIN.
I'll put it in the comment section for you guys that are asking for parts. This is awkward. There you go. Shoot us an email. Nick Domster says we haven't seen a surprise discount code in a while. That's because our prices are so low on the website.
Yeah, they're
We
already
can't.
discounted.
Yeah. We went back. We kind of reverted. We were like, okay, we're going to start putting out discount codes again. We reverted our prices back and had a bad experience.
Yeah, kind of the negative impact
Yeah.
on the amount of stuff we were selling.
Yeah, our orders just went plummeted.
Yeah, so we just lowered everything as much as we could and just let them sit at that.
Okay. S. James says, I meant to highlight Z32 parts like y'all do with S13 and such. I don't know if we'll do another.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Um,
let me see your pen. 'Cause I enjoy Z32s.
Yeah. Ethan, back counter guy here, has a Z32. His S13 got stolen, and he has had to put his 300ZX back on the road. And he's got a few things to do to it before he can start driving it to work. But as soon as he does, then that'll give us a car to look at and, figure out some
Common
stuff to
issues.
talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, his car did get recovered, but it was so smashed up that
Yeah.
there was no point in getting it back.
Yeah. Z32 J-Spec front bumper. Shoot us an email at that email a little further up in the chat that I just posted. I can't remember what the status of that bumper is, if it's available still or not.
I know that we had one for a while, and then we finally sold it, but there was an issue with the shipping on it because the size of that front bumper,
Yeah.
I think there was a
They are
big
huge.
deal.
Yeah. So it's probably going to be a local pickup thing only, but shoot us an email. We can at least look and see if it's available for you. Oscar says Hot Wheels dropped a Nissan Skyline GTR R33 with 1954 Godzilla painted on it. That's cool. Is that current, Oscar? Is that something that's recently released? If so, then me and Tom will have to hit up the local stores. Any more of that old school camo hat with Nismo? I need to get one, please. Which hat are you talking about? You talking about the Tiger camo, or are you talking about the kind of standard trucker style, or standard camo with the trucker style net? Both are available though. Either way, you can get on our website. I'm stealing this computer from you, Tom.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me hop on here and I'll get you a link really quick. One of the neat things that we can do now, we're not going to do it today, because I'm still trying to learn how to do the simple stuff I'm doing right now. I can share my screen with you guys, and one of the things that I thought would be really nice to do is kind of walk you through our website a little bit, show you guys some of how to navigate, things like that, because we do have people that kind of get confused and don't know where to go.
I can see how that can happen on the website.
Yeah. I mean, there's sites that I go to look at that, you might have no issue navigating, but for me, it's like, this doesn't work. Leo Getz says trucker style net hat. Yeah, I put a link there in the comments to the section with all those hats. It's a few cases behind. Check local dollar stores. That's where I found them. It'll be in the 2024 case. Okay. Well, our local stores get hit hard with people who collect them and things like that. So we'll go to Target and it'll just be picked over.
Yeah, I'll go to Target, Walmart. Occasionally, I don't know if you guys want to have this grocery store. We have a Hagen's here.
Yeah.
And they get pretty cool Hot Wheels. And also the dollar store, they'll get some oddball Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars too.
Yeah. Okay. The website is pretty tough to navigate. Trying to find the 180 bumper kit number was tough. Yeah, for you guys that are shopping for JDM parts, or actually anything that that we really talk about on the channel, things like that, you know, trucks, 180SX, Skyline, things like that. On the top of our website, there's a navigation bar, and if you click our catalog,
Says our catalog.
yeah, I don't know what to put there. So if you got a better name that'll help you guys, tell me. But that's kind of all the stuff that we've cataloged, and that's definitely not an end all.
No.
Especially on the, you know, newer vehicles. The older ones, some of it is kind of, it's probably 95% of what's even available for it. But we've been adding a lot of truck parts, a lot of Titan and Armada, a lot of Frontier stuff, RZ34 parts, things like that. I've added a ton of stuff this week, which is great. We try to get photos of everything. So if there's something, I'll tell you right now, if there's something you guys are like, hey, I need to get a photo, I want to see that, you can always email us. And if it's something we have, we can get a photo and upload it. It just gives us an opportunity to do that. We try to go through the inventory and do that periodically. It's tough. It's a lot of parts. A lot of parts. Somebody commented on Instagram and told me that it would be easier for us to post a list of everything available for an S14 instead of them asking for the parts they want.
No, it wouldn't.
Right. I thought it was pretty laughable. It's clear that like people that don't do parts stuff sometimes don't think about how many parts are actually on a car. I had that figure somewhere one time.
20,000 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's a lot of stuff. So we're getting about 15 minutes away from 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, the Aria video is going to drop. And even if you don't like the Aria, check it out. Cool paint job. Cool aluminum wheels on it. I think it's... you went out and looked at that paint in the sun,
I did.
right?
Yeah, it's depending on how the light is catching it and what angle you're, you know, approaching the vehicle. It's like 3-4 different colors in that one paint job.
Yeah, it's funny because the first day I looked at it, there was a spot on the hood where I could see blue at a certain angle. And then when I took it out to get video of it, it was just the green and purple. I could not get any blue to show. So it's got to do
show up in the camera, yeah.
Yeah, it's got to do where the sun is, how it's hitting the paint, things like that. And sometimes direct sunlight's really hard to deal with. And it was, I tried, yeah, anyway. But yeah, check that video out. If you guys want videos of newer vehicles, let us know. We'll do it. Probably going to do something on a Rogue here real soon. The new Rogue's here, 2024. Is it 24? I don't know if they're calling it. Yeah, I guess it would be called 24.
We need to do a video on your Sentra.
Yeah, we're going to do a video on my Sentra too. I got a pretty rad shot. A picture of it yesterday. I was sitting in my driveway waiting on my youngest kid was getting picked up by the bus. It was almost an hour late, and I went into my car and got my camera out and started taking pictures. My wife was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm killing time. Like, might as well. This thing's sitting here." Any luck with some S13 radio vessel? Let's see here. Those Nissan sports horns look pretty cool. Might have to order a set for fun. Hang on a second. Tom, talk to them.
Yeah, so the horns, you can either get a stealthy black, all black horn set, and then there's the silver ones that say sport on them. They're identical in sound, other than just the appearance of them, the finish. Let's see what else we got here. All right, so something about a radio bezel. Where'd you see that one?
Any luck with some S13 radio bezels?
Radio bezels.
No, those are long gone. Long gone. The sports horns are cool. Did you talk about that?
Yeah, just that there's 2 sets available. They're identical, other than just the finish of them, just
color.
Solid black or silver with the word. Does it say Nissan Sport on it?
The silver ones do.
Okay.
The black ones are just black.
Black,
There's
yeah.
no anything on those, which
Yeah, we did a video on what they sound like too.
blew our ears out. It's fine though. We don't need ears. Let's see here. So
So
let's see. Yeah, you guys better jump in. We're gonna dip out on you guys if you're fading here.
It's getting hot in this room too with these lights.
It is. When I first came in here, I was like, man, it's cold, kind of chilly, but I was like, it's gonna get hot in here as soon as we run these lights. Give us a little feedback here in the chat since we got some people here. Sound wise, are we good? Do we need to crank the volume up a little bit? My sound levels look okay. Color wise, how's the video look? Is it coming through clean? S. James says, is there a 180SX tail light kit? Yes, there is.
There's actually two. There's one with the lower garnish, and if you want to try and save money, there's one without the lower garnish if you want to try and find a knockoff lower garnish out there in the 180SX universe.
Yeah. If you go to our catalog, I'm going to walk you verbally here.
Go to nissanparts.cc.
Yeah. Our catalog.
Click on our catalog.
180SX, or no.
Yes, 180SX 240 S13.
Yeah, Sylvia.
It's the first one you can click on in that list of different Nissan models.
Yeah, go to that section, go to body, then go into the 180SX. And I think you scroll to the bottom. You might have to go to the second page on those product listings in that catalog, but yeah, it's there.
Using the search bar on our website to find something, don't even do it. It'll just make you mad.
Yeah, it's junk. I've messed with it quite a bit. I redo when I add photos of parts, I redo the descriptions and everything so they're, a little bit more user friendly and more accurate, because sometimes, it'll say it's an emblem and it's a clip. But I've tried to do everything I can, and there'll be parts like if I list a valve cover gasket for an R33, I can search valve cover gasket, it'll never show up. I can search R33, it'll never show up. So that's the company that builds out the catalog and the framework for the website. Only 1,500, not bad considering. Oh yeah, it is what it is. I think one of the things that if you put some of this stuff into context, especially with the bumper kits, taillight kits, and things like that, I came from a big wholesale dealer selling lots of parts, and I think that Nissan's prices on some of these Japanese parts was incredibly cheap in their time. But I think now that they've gone up, they're probably where they needed to be all along. It's just kind of a hit in the gut if you don't, when it happens and you weren't ready to buy stuff. When you save up $1,000 and now it's 15.
Right.
It's pretty wild. So I've got that Aria video set up as a premiere, so that means you can talk to me for 2 minutes over there on a live chat kind of thing. It'll be short and sweet though. Next Wednesday, ultimate accessory guide for the D41 Frontier. It's a long one. It's almost 30 minutes long, but
it's well worth it.
We go into it. If you got a truck or you're thinking about one, you're new, to the Nissan Frontiers, want to know what all's available for it, we touch on everything that, isn't a wheel lock.
Right.
Or,
out of all those accessories, which one was most impressive to you?
I actually thought about this earlier. I was ready for this question. I have two.
Okay.
The first one's going to be the Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, that's mine.
Very impressed.
Yeah.
And then the assist handle. And we knew what it was going to be. What's impressive is the build.
Yeah, I never thought it was going to be that. The picture makes it look really small. Like it's just big enough for your hand to grab onto.
Yeah. It's pretty tall.
Yeah, it's good.
James, the 180SX lower garnish is not the same on the 240 or any of the vehicles with the non-kooky tail lights. That garnish is different. I can't remember if the tail lights stick out further than the garnish or it's the other way around. But one of them, the curvature, I think the kooky tail lights stick out further. Yeah, so the way that goes, around the back end of the car is further out than the standard style. So if you don't do that, then everything looks like there's like a recessed area on the bottom there. And I remember back in the day seeing pictures, people were like, "Oh, you can do that. You don't have to buy that garnish," and it looks terrible. Terrible. We are dragging this out for a full hour. We are doing it, people. If you're showing up late on this video,
here's what you missed.
Yeah, we're gonna review everything. So one of the things I will say is that these videos, since they are so long and lengthy and all that good stuff, I will be uploading all of these as a podcast as well. So if you guys want to tune in while you're out doing stuff, running errands, driving to work, going on a road trip with the family, make them suffer with you.
Yeah, I have to listen to this, so you're going to listen to this.
Yeah, that's right. Michael Sudo says his rear camber bolts were seized up. He needs to get it fixed. What parts do I need? Shoot us an email. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm sure there's a bolt, probably a washer and a nut.
Mm-hmm.
But shoot Tom an email and he can look that up for you and let you know.
Yeah, if you scroll up in the comments, you'll see the email address to get in touch with me.
Yeah, parts at nissanpartscc. So yeah, Michael Sudo, you'd be a perfect candidate to check out our unnamed podcast when it airs. Since you're late.
Who was it? Did you remember who came up with What the Truck Wednesday?
No, and nobody fessed up to it.
Huh.
If you came out with the name What the Truck Wednesday, I need to know. I got this hat. I like the hat. The cool thing about this logo too is that while the center part is gold, it's got like a little bit of a color gradient to it, so it makes it look a little more authentic.
Let me see the back. Yeah, you know what I found interesting is it doesn't say nissanparts.cc anywhere on there, Russell.
Yeah. This was a sample hat.
It's a proto.
Okay, this was a sample hat I ordered. But
I
yeah,
do like that logo. That's really on trend, on point.
bang on trend.
It's a banger of a logo.
That's right. That's right.
I almost said banger of a BOGO.
Oh man, is it Friday? Datsun?
Yeah, well, keep trying. It was a good effort.
I was hoping you were gonna pick it up because sometimes things go over my head and you're like, oh well, it's this, but I don't know. Soon.
Oh, is it Friday Datsun?
Oh,
That's pretty good.
There you go. That's better.
Yeah, write that one down. That's a good one too. I guess it depends on how you pronounce Datsun.
Yeah.
Some people say Datsun. What part of the country would they say Datsun? One of the Carolinas, probably.
Probably for sure. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna have to
Finally.
pat myself on the back here, and
Or
this is the first time that our mics have
oh,
worked.
I know. I know. Well, good job, Russell.
I'm super stoked. Last week, you guys, okay, real life. This thing's about to end. I'm about to turn it off. You got about 60 seconds to listen to me ramble. I was in here way before we were gonna go live. I probably spent 3 or 4 hours in here trying to figure out why the mics wouldn't work. I was ready to throw something against the wall. I finally just walked away from it. I was so like charged up about it. I was so fed up.
You went home early that
You
day.
you came in.
You told me to get out.
I felt bad. Tom started to come in here, and I was like, go.
And get out of here. I'm mad.
Yeah, I felt bad after that. I was like, okay. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off. We're going to go watch that Aria video. I want to know what y'all think about the paint.
And send us pictures of your rig.
Yeah.
And thanks for hanging out.
Yep. Later, Gators.